A very good afternoon. Welcome to Africa Today. I am Uduak Daniel. First, let's talk the headlines. And on the headlines, Buhari meets Biden at the White House amid U.S.-Africa summit. Still on the headlines, Mali's world-beaten non-police back home in Bamako. Also on the headlines, DRC's North Kivu province awaits repairs to collapsed bridge. And on sports, Gasso Adeleye disqualified as NLC poll holds. And now the news in detail. The Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari met with the United States President Joe Biden in Washington, D.C. on Wednesday. Photos shared by the presidency shows Buhari in a meeting with Biden and the U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken at the White House on the sidelines of the U.S.-Africa Leaders Summit. Reportedly departed from Abuja on Sunday to join other African leaders for the summit aimed at rebooting U.S. relations on the continent in Washington, D.C. The U.S.-Africa Summit, which began in 2014, is the biggest international gathering in Washington since the COVID-19 pandemic. To the U.S. government will demonstrate the U.S. enduring commitment to Africa and will underscore the importance of U.S.-Africa relations and increased cooperation on shared priorities. Away from that, Meng Weikun and Zhu Kuai, both Chinese nationals, are currently standing trial before Sokoto State High Court on a two-count charge of conspiracy and attempting to bribe one Abdullahi Lawal, former head of the Sokoto Zonal Command of Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, that is the EFCC, on Tuesday. A Sokoto State High Court, presided by Justice Mohammed Sifawa, dismissed their no-case submission. According to Justice Sifawa, a prima facie case has been established against the defendant, and therefore they must enter a defense. Meng and Zhu allegedly tried using the sum of 50 million naira to compromise the EFCC investigation into the company's conduct in a contract in Zamfara State. In the course of the trial, the EFCC had called 3 witnesses and tendered documents which were all admitted in evidence by the court. Opening their defense Wednesday, counsel to the defendants A.T. Hassan called for the first defendant, Meng Weikun, to the stand. But the prosecution counsel S.H. Sahad raised an objection on the basis of the absence of an interpreter, as both defendants had previously claimed they do not speak or understand the English language. More stories coming your way. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, that is the NAFDAC, NAFDAC, has warned Nigerians to products while they purchase food items during the Christmas season. The agency's acting director general Monica Emunjeze gave the warning at a media sensitization workshop on dangers of bleaching creams and regulatory controls held in Lagos on Wednesday. Emunjeze, who expect them have questionable NAFDAC registration numbers. The NAFDAC boss also revealed that the agency was making moves to regulate cosmetics products that are sold online, adding that most of them were not subjected to regulatory review.
See different products carrying the same NAFDAC registration number, we know there is something we need to look at closer. So the investigation is still ongoing as we speak. It's an active investigation, but suffice it to say, quantities were well worth our time, and it is important for Nigerians to note the products we displayed there are not approved by the agency, and so they should be mindful during this season.
The President's Association of Nigeria Health Journalists, Hassan Zagi, also highlighted the effects of fake products on the health of Nigerians.
Whatever happens to Nigerians in regards to their health, either positively or negatively, we are interested. And so we are interested in this issue. I want to appeal that DG, please follow it up to the end. And we are going to be with you in this and ensure that our people get the knowledge and understand the implication of indiscriminate use.
The news continues. Justice Ibrahim Yusuf of Kwara State High Court has sentenced 3 persons to death by hanging over the rape and murder of a 300-level undergraduate of the University of Ilorin, that is Uni Ilorin, Omowumi Olajide. According to reports, Olajide was raped and murdered at a Tankei residence around the University of Ilorin on June 2.